Okay, let's just start the stream. I know there's going to be a little bit of some interference that's currently happening with the sound, but you know what? We're going to get through it. I figured out what the problem is, the issue is. Don't worry, everyone that's watching. We will fix this on the next live stream. But for now, I figured, you know what? I don't want to be late. Let's just get it started. Shout out to everyone that's here. Thank you all so much for coming in. As you come in, please hit that like. Gonna be getting started very, very soon. Shout out to everyone that's here right now. Early squad, rise up. Shout out to everybody. Thank you all for coming through. Today is a celebration. We're gonna be starting the stream very, very soon to celebrate something very, very special. Again, hit that like as you come on in. We got a lot to discuss. It's gonna be a good one, y'all. I'm super excited for this, and I hope you are. We got 32 people watching right now. Please, we need 32 likes on this video. We got a lot to discuss. It's gonna get lit. Velma is over, and I know everyone's happy, so we're gonna talk about it. 31 people here right now. Please, we need 31 likes, and then we'll get this show started. Shout out to everyone that watched Velma. So sorry for everything that took place over the course of these past few weeks with Velma. This is an apology stream. We're gonna apologize for everything that took place. The besmirchment of the Scooby-Doo franchise and the name. And this will be a call-in show. Express yourselves. Come on in, everybody. Woo! All right, we got 13 likes right now. Let's get to 20 and we'll get the show started. What is up, everybody that's in the chat? We got the Joker. We got Meek in the chat as well. We got Watcher Shadow. Thank you for joining us. We got Daniel Lopez Lima here. We got Pulse. What's up, Pulse? Thank you for joining us. We got to be talking about Velma. Okay, we got 23 people watching. Please, we need 20 likes at least. Y'all almost there. Y'all are almost there, man. We got Toxic Gamer in the house saying, like, screw, yes. Good riddance, man. Yes, 18 likes. We're going to be getting started very soon, guys. Shout out to everybody that's here. Woo! What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Yes, shout out to everyone that's here right now. Woo-wee! Everybody clap it up in the chat. We made it. We made it! Yes! Velma's over. Finally over. Yeah, what? Velma's over. Woo! Velma's over. Yes, what? Finally over. Yes, what? Velma's over. What? Woo! Yeah. Like the show's over, man. We don't want it no more, man. We never asked for the shit in the first place. Yes, it's over. It's over. Woo! Look at me now. Look at me now, Scooby-Doo. We put the show, and now it's finally through. Yes, it's over, everybody. Clap it up. Are we happy or not? Are we happy or not, people? Woo! It's getting hot up in here, man. It is getting hot up in here. I know y'all hear that interference right now. Woo! Let me turn that off. Sorry about that. Clap it up, everybody. We made it, right? We made it. It was so grueling, but we finally made it, y'all. We finally made it. I'm super duper happy. I hope y'all are too. Shout out to everyone that's currently here. If you're joining us just now, you see the name of the stream. Like Velma has ended and I'm sad. I'm sad. I am super duper sad that this show is over. They aired the last 2 episodes of Velma earlier today. It premiered today, and honestly, I'm super duper sad. I'm sad that this show that we all collectively came together is now over. We all collectively came together to hate on this show because it was viscerally bad. It was that bad that we all came together, people from the left, people from the right, people from the upside down. We all came together bonding over the hatred of this show because it was inherently bad. Shout out to the writers of the show. Shout out to the showrunners of the show. Shout out to the animators of the show. Y'all did a phenomenal job creating content on HBO Max. I will definitely give them that. They created some phenomenal content. As to whether or not it was enjoyable content, that's another question. I do not think it was really that enjoyable. I think we all can attest to that, anyone that actually watched it. But you know what? I'm telling y'all right now, it took everything in my soul. It took everything within me to stick it out from episode 1 all the way to episode 10. So I want y'all to give yourselves a round of applause. If you somehow managed to stay from episode 1, watching every single episode of Velma up to this point, because each and every episode was not good. There were little things here and there that you might chuckle at, but the majority of the series was just not good. It was not good, and I'm saying this from a place of love, because I don't ever want to hate anything. I don't want to hate. Who wants to hate? What type of person goes around wanting to hate things? I don't think anyone wants to actually hate the things that we consume as an audience. We didn't go into this series, thinking that I'm going to hate this. I'm going to totally hate this. No, we went into this hoping that when we watch it, our minds would be like, you know what? No, this is actually pretty good. We were hoping it would secretly be good, but it just was not. And again, we know that there was a lot of flack. This show got a lot of flack when it first aired the first week of the Velma series. When it first aired, a lot of people was just dogging on it, and rightfully so. The first 2 episodes right out the gate were not good. And then we got a second week with 2 more episodes, and still was not good. And then we got a third week. Progressively, it's definitely better. The third week was definitely better from the first couple of weeks, but it was still a downhill. It was like one of those snowballs that you see just rolling down, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes down. And now we finally got the final 2 episodes of the series that aired today, and you're hoping that there's some sort of payoff. You're hoping that you actually get some value from this entire series, but unfortunately, the final 2 episodes end with a thud. I'm just getting right into it. Shout out to everyone that's here. We got 48 people watching right now. We need 48 likes. Let's get to 50 likes. If we can get to 50 likes on this video right now, we're gonna open up the phone lines because I'm gonna share my thoughts on the final episode of Velma, and of course I'm gonna open it up to you all watching for you to call in and we can talk. We'll have a dialogue and discuss what we thought of Velma. Also, we smoking on that Velma pack, baby. I bought a cigar specifically for this stream. I don't know where I gotta run and go and get the cigar because it's called the Velma. The Velma is the name of the cigar that I bought, and I really want us to smoke on this Velma pack because it's over. It is over, and I know people are talking about there might be a second season because of what. Because there was a registry for Velma season 2, I believe that was found a few weeks ago, but it hasn't been confirmed by WB or HBO Max as to whether or not they're renewing it for a second season. We don't have access to the ratings. If I were to gain access to the ratings of the series week after week progressively, I'm pretty sure it was on a progressive decline. You look at something like The Last of Us. It's definitely on an incline. It's been increasing week after week after week. The same thing happened with the Game of Thrones spinoff, House of the Dragon. That week after week after week, it kept progressing the ratings. If Velma had ratings that were progressing, we would have heard about it. Y'all already know they would have been tweeting about it. Mindy Kaling probably would have tweeted about it. I know Mindy Kaling, she tweeted about like this as being like the number one highest rated animated show on HBO Max, which honestly, there's not a lot of competition there. I mean, what else is there? There's like Harley Quinn. There's that Aquaman series. The competition isn't a lot for you to kind of like win. And also there was a lot riding on the Velma series, which is why people were watching it. There was a lot riding on this. You pretty much, it's an adult themed Scooby-Doo show. You race swapped a few characters. So you've gotten people's attention. When you say adult themed Scooby-Doo show, there's gonna be blood and gore. You've already got our attention. Now we're interested as an audience because for years, for decades, Scooby-Doo has been for kids. And now you're talking about you're making an adult themed version of Scooby-Doo. All right, cool. You got my attention. And then you're race swapping some of the characters. All right, you got my attention still. So now we want to know what this show is going to be about. That's why the ratings were so high week one. The ratings were so high week one because fans of animation were watching, and then people that hated the idea, the concept of an adult-themed Scooby-Doo with race-swapped characters, people that hated that particular concept were also watching. And now these two people that were one camp rooting for it to be good because they love animation for adults, and then another camp that just, I don't like anything that's not what it used to be. They came together, and we watched the first 2 episodes, and we were both like, what is this? This is terrible. We hated it. Everyone hated it, which is why it was rated so high the first week, because people just wanted to see how bad was this damn show, and it was bad. It was definitely bad. And true to form, y'all, true to form, the last 2 episodes were just as bad. Just as bad. If you haven't watched it, I'm going to discuss it, but the thing is, I know no one here, out of the 52 people watching right now, I know you all do not care about spoilers when it comes to this particular series. There's no way you care about spoilers because, honestly, this series, it was spoiled the minute it was conceived. It was a spoiled idea. They should have thrown it away in the trash. It was a rotten idea to begin with. Anyways, so a lot of things, they missed a lot of marks on the final 2 episodes. So some of you may remember, if you've been keeping up with this particular series, there in the first episode, Velma revealed that she was given a present from her mom that she never opened, and she vowed to open that package. She wasn't going to open that package until she found her mom, until she solved the mystery of her missing mother. So she finally, now, there's loose ends here in this series. So you got to start tying them up in the last 2 episodes. So we finally find out what's in that package, what's in that present. And you're thinking that it's going to be something related to this overarching mystery that we've been trying to solve, that Velma's been trying to solve throughout the entire series. Turns out what was in that present, that box, it was a pair of shoes. That's it. It was just a pair of red shoes. It had nothing to do with the plot. It was essentially shoes that she can't wear them now. She's a teenager. Her mom bought her an actual present. She just bought her some shoes, and Velma's thinking that there was something really important in this box. Now, these are writers that wrote this, by the way. Now, I'm thinking in the writer's room, what would make you conceive this idea? You're going to have this thing that you keep bringing up, this mystery box, literal mystery box that you keep bringing up. You're bringing that up throughout the entire series. Like, Velma's not going to open this box until she finds her mom. She's not going to open up the box until she finds her mom. She finds her mom. She opens up the box. It's a pair of shoes. It's a pair of shoes that 5-year-old Velma could have fit. That's it. So there's no payoff for the audience. Why? What was the point of that? It was just, there was no point to that. That's all it was. It was just freaking shoes in that damn box. So that was one missed opportunity to really build things up. Now, as for the mystery of who was taking the brains out of these teenage girls, y'all want to know who was taking the brains out of these teenage girls? Guess. I want y'all to guess in the chat. Who do y'all think this overarching mystery was based on? Like, who do y'all think took Velma's mom? Who do y'all think? Some of y'all seen the episode. I see y'all in the chat. Yes, it was Fred's mom. Fred's mom took Velma's. Fred's mom took Velma's mom and was taking the brains out of these teenage girls. And you want to know why? You want to know why she was taking the brains out of these teenage girls? She was taking the brains out of these teenage girls because she didn't believe in Fred inheriting the business and then carrying on the legacy of his family. That was it. She didn't believe in him. So what she wanted to do was she wanted to she wanted to take a brain from a good-looking girl and put it inside of her son. That's it. That was it. So she just wanted to take a smart person's brain and put it inside of her son. That's it. Can you believe that's it? So you're killing little teenage girls. You could have just killed a smart person, put the brain inside of Fred, none's the wiser. You go to a different city, you kill someone, you take their brain, you put it inside of your son, and then there you go. You don't need to start killing teenage girls. The entire show is just wild, and none of it. I'll tell y'all right now. We got 52 likes. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Before the end of this stream, we're gonna get it to 100. We need to get this to 100. But anyways, let me get back to spoiling this series for you, and then we're gonna open up the phone lines. Shout out to the people that actually clicked the like. So anyways, what they wanted to do was they wanted to make everything interconnected, which I understand. That's the reason why they did it the way that they did. They wanted it somehow to connect to the entire Mystery Inc. crew. So if you it's not even rocket science. It's not even that hard to see what they did. So Fred's mom kidnaps Velma's mom, and Fred's mom. And the reason she kidnapped Velma's mom is because Velma took the files for the research to remove the brains from Black Shaggy's grandmother's researches. So you see how it's connected. So Fred's mom wanted to learn what Black Shaggy's grandmother used to do with the experimentation, so she can learn how to take the brains out of these kids and put them inside of her son. And she wanted to initially take Daphne's brain, and then towards the end of the last episode, she wanted to take Velma's brain because Velma proved herself to be smart. So she was going to put either Daphne or Velma's brain inside of Fred. So that's how it's all connected. That's how it's all connected. And of course, Daphne's parents. She was part of the reason why they solved the mystery, because Daphne's real life mom, her actual mom, her birth mom, found this watch that used to belong to Fred's dad, and that's how it's all connected. It's an extremely weak, very weak premise, very weak mystery too. None of it actually was like intriguing. And none of it made me, and I don't know about y'all, for the people that did see it, it didn't make me go like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. Everything in this show, I think we all saw coming. And honestly, I'll tell you the truth, I was very disappointed. If you've ever seen Mystery Incorporated, that particular series, the overarching storyline in Mystery Incorporated was brilliant. I loved it. I'm a huge fan of that particular series. That was done right. The characters had the right comedic beats. They were very fleshed out, and they felt like they were really honoring the original characters from the old series, from the old Scooby-Doo series. This one obviously subverted the characters, but throughout, from episode 1 to episode 10, Velma was a very unlikable character, which is surprising. You would think there would be some sort of character arc where she kind of switches and you start to like Velma, but never happens. It never happens. There's never a moment in this series that Velma becomes a likable character, which is a damn shame, because you would hope that would be the case. Everyone else becomes likable towards the end of this series. Even Fred buying Velma's mom's van, and then he's slowly turning it into the mystery machine, which I see what they're doing. Black Shaggy doesn't get a dog that talks, which is screwed up. I don't know what's up there. But anyways, this series is just, honestly, it was a big disappointment. made me very upset. Shaggy didn't eat much food, but I definitely want to get your thoughts on this. Those are my thoughts on the overall series. Definitely a dud. Again, I said this off top. Said this at the top of this show. Shout out to the writers, the showrunners, the animators, everyone associated with this show because you made content. You made content for us to consume, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. As to whether or not I personally enjoyed it as a huge fan of the Scooby-Doo franchise, I didn't. I did not enjoy it. And what's odd is I can't even recall a single Scooby-Doo iteration that I didn't enjoy. I feel like I've enjoyed all of them. I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy Scoob, that movie that came out in 2020. I didn't. I enjoyed it. Again, it paid perfect homage to the Scooby-Doo franchise. And honestly, I think the reason I didn't enjoy this, and a lot of us didn't, as animation fans, I think we didn't enjoy it because it was missing one key and core concept: a talking dog. What the dog doing? The dog should be in the show. That's what this show was missing. It was missing the damn talking dog. But anyways, I'm going to read the chat, and then we're going to open up the phone lines because I want to hear what y'all have to say about this series. Let's see. We got Jaggin75 saying, I wish they could just put the entire Hanna-Barbera library in Mystery Incorporated for a movie. I know they're in another universe at the end, but would love to see a movie in that style. Well, there was a Hanna-Barbera series that was on HBO Max. I think they took it off. It was called Jellystone. I don't know if you remember Jellystone. Brilliant series where all those Hanna-Barbera cartoons were living in one town. It was amazing. I don't know the status of that show. I do believe it got canceled when David Zaslav came in and decided to just start chopping the heads off of shows. Let's see. We got Moto G Style saying, thanks, fam. You're welcome. Not talking to me. Neverland says, Scooby-Doo has been great for many years until this show was released. I agree with that. Watcher Shadow says, Shaggy almost runs a marathon every time there's a mystery. That's why he eats so much. Yes, that is true. This Shaggy didn't run, though. This Shaggy did not run at all. Christopher Phillips says, Scooby-Doo, where are you? Like, where was he, man? And Sunnail Dip says, do you still hate Matthew Lillard? Like, no, man. I love Matthew Lillard. Wait a minute. First off, I never hated Matthew Lillard. First, hold on here. Never hated Matthew Lillard. I just preferred the Casey Kasem Shaggy to Matthew Lillard's Shaggy. But if I'm being honest with you, I prefer Now, there's a new contender with the Velma series. I honestly prefer Matthew Lillard's Shaggy to Sam Richardson's Black Shaggy. Again, shout out to Sam Richardson. Great voice actor, great actor in general. Not my Shaggy. That's all. Again, I would definitely take Matthew Lillard's Shaggy over that Shaggy any day. Anyways, let's see. Let me read a few more comments and then I'll open up the phone line and see what y'all think about it. Paul says, then again, Scoob was supposed to have a sequel, but HBO Max or Hanna-Barbera canceled it. That is true, Paul. But here's a little known fact about that particular series or movie. It was going to be a sequel. I guarantee you, Paul, you wouldn't have enjoyed that sequel. You want to know why? You want to know why you wouldn't have enjoyed the sequel to the Scoob movie? Because it was based on the kid versions of the teenage versions in Scoob. So if you remember Scoob, there was a segment where they showed the origin story of how Shaggy and Scooby-Doo met the other three members of Mystery Inc. So it would have been based on them as kids. That's it. It just would have been a movie based on them as kids. I personally don't want to see that. I don't want to see them as kids running around doing stuff. I want to see them as teenagers running around doing stuff. I don't want to see them as kids. I just don't want to see that. Unless it's a pup named Scooby-Doo. Then I'll watch it. If you have, red herring in it, I will watch that. But I doubt that was the direction they were going to go with that particular movie, the sequel to it. Scooby-Doo Babies. No, it would have been called A Pup Named Scooby. The origin was the best from Scoob. Yeah, I agree with that. Let me see what else people are saying. Let me scroll up. Let's see. Okay, so yes. Okay, so Moto G says, so the love triangle goes, Fred wants Velma, Daphne wants Velma, Velma wants Daphne / Norville, Norville wants Velma. This thing is more of a hexagon than a rectangle. Yes, yes. So there is like a weird ass love anomaly going on in this series. You know, Fred wants Velma, Velma wants Daphne, but then she all of a sudden wants Black Shaggy, and then Black Shaggy, well, I mean, he was dating Gigi, but I guess he wants Velma again because now Velma accepts him and wants him back. It's weird, man. It is weird. It is a weird series. Didn't really enjoy it. Definitely didn't enjoy that love triangle or not even a triangle, man. I don't even know what to call it. But yeah, definitely not a show I would recommend to anyone. I'll read one more comment. Let's see. Hector Manuel says, Black Shaggy will become Shaggy next season. Here's hoping there isn't a next season. By the way, they killed that damn cop that reminded us all of Don Knotts. They killed him off, which is freaking weird. They killed him off. We don't know who killed him at the end of the last episode. Daphne gets like this weird witchcraft letter, Lovecraftian letter. We don't know what's on it. It just has like a pentagram on it, and that's how it ends. So they're trying to subtly build up for a second season, but I don't know. I'm not here for it. I will watch it if it gets greenlit, but I doubt they're going to greenlight this for a second season. One more comment here. Steady Neutron says, I actually want to see Fred's character grow going forward. There's enough in this show to where I want to see it go forward into a season 2. I just hate Velma's character. Yes, I'm right there with you. But again, I doubt they're going to go. If they do a second season, they need to kind of ease up on the whole overarching mystery, because they clearly have proven that they're not good at delivering on an overarching mystery. So what they need to do is a monster of the week type scenario where they go up against, just like the original Scooby-Doo series. That's what they need to do. Who knows if they're going to do it. We're currently at 70 likes. Let's get to 100 before the end of this stream. I'm going to open up the phone lines for people to call in. You can see the phone number is right there on your screen. We have some other topics that I want us to get to as well. We're gonna be talking about we're talking about the Velma finale. I want to talk about Toy Story 5. Can't believe that's a thing that's gonna freaking happen. Do y'all remember how Toy Story 4 ended? We'll get into it. We're gonna talk about more Scooby-Doo stuff. There's this dude on Reddit who compared. He had like a Home Alone Fred fan theory, which I kind of want to critique and break that down because I thought it was pretty interesting. And then we'll wrap up the show after that. But yeah, let me open up the phone lines for you all to call in here. Let's get this going. Let's see. Google Voice. Also, feel free. You all can donate as well. We have links in the description. People already call them. Why you call them when the number? Okay, the number is up. That's right. I gotta pull it up here. Whoops. Okay, hold on here. All right. Sorry for the noise that y'all are hearing. Okay. All right. Phone lines are open. They're open. I see people calling on my device, but it has to patch through here. Patch through already. Come on. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. All right, we just missed a call. Phone lines are indeed open, though. You can call in. I'm just waiting for it to actually pick up here. There's a weird delay with the phone lines, but it is open. I saw that we just missed a call. But feel free to call in, guys. Phone lines are right there. It's right there on your screen, 818-850-0388. Call me anytime. Actually, just call me now. Don't call me anytime. Don't use this. This number will deactivate after this stream. But you can call right now. Number is right. How do I point? Number is right there on the screen. Boop. So feel free to call in, guys. So we can discuss. I don't know how many of y'all saw the last episode, but hopefully I was able to break it down in a way that kind of made sense. There we go. We're getting a call. Let's see who this is. Hey, who's this?
Like zoinks, man, it's Shaggy. I just wanted to say thanks for all of your support.
Yeah, you got it, Shaggy.
Scoob here is here too. Bruh, thank you. But seriously, thanks for all your entertainment, bro.
You got it, man.
Peace, peace.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your call.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100% Thank you.
That's crazy, man. He did a very good Scooby-Doo. Like, that was really good, man. Where was Scooby-Doo this entire freaking season? Again, I got to apologize before we get back into it, because I know some of y'all are going to comment about it. I apologize for the buzzing you're hearing. I'm going to fix the audio issues. I'll fix them next week. We won't be having these audio issues. By the way, if anyone that's new here, I know we got some new people watching. If you're new here, we stream every single Thursday at 6 p.m. where we just have a conversation about animation and about various other things. Again, I'll fix the phone lines next week. This audio device is really acting up. I apologize. It's annoying. I hear that. Oh, man, I hear it too. It is freaking annoying. I apologize. Please do not be upset with me. It's Shaggy and Scooby. Holy shimmer. One more thing I want to do here. So phone lines are open. Let me see. I want to see if I can fix. No, I'll fix this audio issue next week. I don't know how I can do it right now while we're currently streaming. But don't be afraid to call in, y'all. Don't be afraid to call in. I'm trying to fix this damn. I can't fix it while we're actually live on the stream. In the meantime, I will read some of the comments that we have here. Let's see. The Truth Caboose says, we can't reignite any childhood memories without them pushing some sort of woke trope. We'll get back to that later. Let's answer this phone call. See who this is. Hey, caller, who's this?
Hey, what's up, Geek?
Not much, man. How you doing? Who is this? You sound familiar.
Man, it's Brian, my guy. How you been?
Pretty good, Brian. So I'm assuming you watched the final episodes of Velma, right?
I did.
And what did you think?
The only thing I was left was just more confusion. Just more confusion. I just don't know where it was supposed to go, where to end it off. It just left me wanting a clear answer.
Yeah, I think Brian, it's safe for you to say it left you wanting nothing because it didn't leave me wanting more. I didn't want anything more from this show. I was done with it after it was done. Like it didn't even leave me with a smile on my face. There was nothing to smile about.
Just a look of pure confusion, right?
Yeah. The killer is Fred's mom. She wanted to make her son smart. That's it.
And she did not think of tutoring and nothing.
Like what doesn't make sense is she could have hired someone, killed that person, taken their brain out and put it inside of her son. She could have met up. She has enough, believe it or not, Brian, you may not know this, but believe it or not, Fred's mom, Fred's family, they have enough money where they could have met Elon Musk. They could have met like Elon Musk in this series, and she could have killed him, taken his brain out, and put it inside of Fred. There you go. You got a genius son.
I can actually believe that.
Like, why would you go after a high schooler? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, the entire series is just, like, it's very nonsensical when you start to put the pieces together, you know.
Oh, no, it does not. It just sounds, all it does is make my head hurt.
Yes. I apologize on behalf of everyone that created the show for putting you through that, Brian.
I've been through worse. But
Yes.
This is like a 5 on that scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
5 or 6.
Well, thank you for calling, Brian. I will talk to you later on, buddy. Well, no, but one more thing I want to get from you. What was it about the last episode, though, that you hated the most, though? There had to have been something that you really were griping about.
That whole, what was it? Honestly, the whole thing with Fred's mom messed me up too much.
Yeah.
It kind of took away the most after that.
Yep, I'm right there with you, man. Well, fortunately, it's over. We never have to talk about this show again, which is dope. That's dope. We never have to talk about it again.
True.
So next week, we're on to the next topic. I am not talking about Velma. Maybe I will. I got one more video plan, though, where I'm gonna kind of just combine all my thoughts in one video, and then I'm gonna post that later on. But then that's it. I am freaking done with talking about Velma. But Brian, thank you for calling, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. You take care, yeah?
All right, you too, buddy. Yes, that's right. We are done talking about Velma after. Hopefully, I mean, we don't know. They may renew it for a second season. If they do, well, you already know the internet is gonna be raging over that. The internet is definitely gonna be raging over that. I'm looking at the chat. Yes, next week is when the Winnie the Pooh. So Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, comes out next week. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is released in the States next week. It's already out in Mexico, Latin America. The Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey movie is already out. But next week it comes out here in America, and so we're definitely gonna talk about it, and we're gonna have a special guest joining us on this stream. It's gonna be one you don't want to miss. And shout out to Hector for donating $100 for that particular stream. By the way, Hector, I'm gonna let you know this right now. It may not be an hour that I'm in that mask because it's hard to breathe in, so I may not do an hour, but I will do a significant amount of the stream dressed up as Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if I can do an hour though, man. I will try to give y'all an hour, but man, I cannot make any promises at all because it's hard to breathe in that Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey mask. For those of you that are new here, I own, if you've ever seen the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie, I own the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey mask. And I do the Winnie the Pooh voice. So we're going to do a stream as Winnie the Pooh. So we're going to do a Winnie the Pooh stream next week. Definitely encourage you to join. It's going to be freaking dope. Like, we're going to have a background and everything. I don't want to spoil what I have planned for next week, but you're definitely going to want to tune in. Yo, who's this? All right, I hung up on that person. You don't call me unknown, all right? If you're trying to troll me, you do not call unknown. You expose your number so that I can see your number, and then in case you do decide to troll me, if you decide to troll me and you hang up immediately, I will release your number to the people in the chat so then you can be trolled. So if you're trying to troll me, the best way to troll me is to call with your actual number, but don't hang up. Stay on the line and see if you can fulfill your trolling duties. So, because I love to be trolled, because I troll back. So don't call unknown. I know what you're doing when you're calling unknown. It's an immediate troll. I already know that. So I hang up on you immediately. But anyways, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is coming out next week. And we're going to do, in honor of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, we're going to be doing a special live stream as Winnie the Pooh. And it's going to be really special. You're going to love it. You're really going to love it. Or you're going to be freaked out by it. I don't know. Let's see. Definitely something like Honey Eater or some crap like that. I did think about eating honey, but I don't want to get it all over myself. I did think about that. I bought like a jar of honey. I don't know if we're going to actually eat the entire honey. All right, we're at 81. We're at 81 likes. Let's see if we can get to 100 before we wrap up, everybody. And if you want to donate, you can donate here. Link is in the description, but you can also donate here to Streamlabs. Just posted it there. Let's see. Let me pin that bad boy. All right, we're getting a call. Let's see who this is. Here we go. Hey, caller, who's this?
It's me again.
Who is me?
D Savage, remember?
Oh, D Savage. I thought you said me. I didn't know you said it's D again. What's up, D
Yeah.
Savage? How you doing, buddy?
What's up? I'm doing good, man. Nice to be back on the stream.
Yes, dude, it's over, man. It's over, baby.
Yes, it's over.
Yes.
Yes, Velma is officially done. It's over. We can stop seeing these videos of why people hate the show so much. Yes, it's over.
Yes.
All right. What do you think of it? What do you think?
Dude, did you just tune in? I think it's horrible, man. It's been freaking terrible. I hated it. I'm so happy it's over because now I no longer have to talk about it. I will be doing one more video about it, posting on the channel what they could have done better to fix the Velma series. So I'm happy for it. But I gotta tell you though, D Savage, I'm, and I'll get into this actually after I get off the line with you in more detail. I'm okay, and I will be okay here on my YouTube channel. We will all be okay. But I feel I feel for the people that kind of base the majority of their content around hating on the Velma series week after week, because I feel like a lot of your views might get a hit to some of the people, because I know there's one woman, Brittany Reacts, I think is her name. Brittany Reacts. Like I know.
I think I know her.
Yes, like she's a black woman that reacts to stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you might have seen she's like in the thumbnail, and then she's got like the pictures behind her. She's like, but
yeah.
I don't. The YouTube algorithm has been really favoring her videos. Like she's gotten close to 1 million on one reaction of Velma video.
Really?
Half a mil on another one. She's got a 300.
God.
All of week after week, she has just
She
been
making bank.
100%, my guy. And then but anything outside of that, like because I know she looks like the type of person, she sounds like the type of person, from looking at her channel, she looks like the type of person that enjoys reviewing just content in general. Like she's talked about The Last of Us, she's talked about Disney movies, and some of them you can notice when she's not talking about Velma, like the views take a significant dive, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that she still continues to stay on her grind after Velma is done. After she reacts to these last 2 episodes, hopefully she doesn't just give up and just say like, or I don't think she will, but hopefully
I don't think she will either.
I'm just hoping that the YouTube algorithm won't be an asshole and just start like screwing her over with views when she moves on to the next topic, because we all know how YouTube can be. YouTube has hit me significantly, so I know how it can be when you move on to when you try to pivot on YouTube. So we'll see. Now not just her, but everyone can stop talking about it now. After this week, we're done.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anyone talking about this series anymore. But D Savage,
Yeah, I don't really.
what did you think about it? Like,
Okay.
overall?
So I did watch it. I did watch it earlier this afternoon because I had like dinner better to do, and I was like making some videos and stuff like that. But so I guess we better start with the last one, because that one was like the big finish. So yeah, I thought it was pretty bad, pretty big. So I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Okay, let's talk about the killer, I guess. The killer was actually Fred's mom.
We talked about that, my guy. We went you must have just joined. Dude, we talked about that.
Yeah, I just joined.
We talked about it at length. As a matter of fact, because I really want people to I want us to do a deep dive on this. I'm going to leave this particular stream up. This will be one of the few live streams that I leave up. So everyone, hear ye! Hear ye! We're leaving this live stream live on YouTube. I usually save the live streams for the members. So if you're a member of the GeekHeavy channel, you can watch all of the previous live streams. Also, become a member. Why not? You get free perks. We get to chill in Discord. We have after parties there. I'll do some special stuff for you. Like I do impressions. You are the person that I want to create content for. So become a member. Not just you, D Savage. I'm talking to everyone. I don't want you to think I'm talking directly to you, D Savage. I'm talking to everyone that's watching right now. Become a member of this channel for some exclusive content that you can get. But yeah, no, she sucked, man. Fred's mom sucked. She sucked as a villain, and now Fred's gonna become like Batman because his mom, she got impaled by.
And then the Velma after Fred's mom died, she over here dancing like she don't have blood over her. She's not freaking out.
Yeah.
Like girl, what's wrong with you?
Well, keep in mind, this is still a comedy. It's supposedly a comedy. I'm not gonna say it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is a comedy, but
it wasn't funny. Yes, it's okay. It wasn't
the comedy
funny.
can only get you so far. I mean, the comedy can only get you so far.
Yeah, I mean, well, it wasn't funny, so I don't even know how strong of a comedy this entire series was. So.
Yeah, I mean, the comedy overall is just not that great.
There was even one joke. I don't know if you remember. There was one joke that Velma told that just seems super duper weak. Anyone remember this if you've watched it? So we have Velma's mom in the hospital, and then we have Shaggy's white father, who has a clipboard, and he's describing what happened to Velma's mom, and then Velma says, just very unnecessary. She says, "Look, let's get an actual doctor." This is what Velma said verbatim. Can we get an actual doctor in here? The time that people take advice from white guys with clipboards is over. It's gonna, or some. She said something like that. It's like, why are you bringing race into this? They're very unnecessary and not even freaking funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's super unfunny to just bring up his race. He has a clipboard. It means, I don't know. It's really tiring and exhausting. It seems like each and every episode of this series, they felt the need to shoehorn in a racial joke. It was just very unnecessary.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There is a lot of that. At least one in each episode.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
At least.
And I don't really understand why they decided. I don't know if he's like one of the writers. Is Charlie Grandy and Mindy Kaling, are both of them like the writers for themselves? Or like,
I don't know. Where are you getting this from? Charlie who?
Charlie Grandy.
You just,
Charlie Grandy Productions or Studios. I think they're the team behind Velma, right?
I'm not sure. So this is the thing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right. Now this is the thing. I don't think it's very. It makes me sad because like the thing for me, anyways. I would love to actually like interview one of them. Obviously, I'm not going to talk negatively to them about their series, but I feel like I let it be known how I feel about this series, so week after week, that I doubt that either of them would want to talk to me. Even though, look, I love them as people, as content creators, as creatives. I love them. I wasn't in love with the show. Doesn't mean I don't want to talk to them. And doesn't mean I'm going to argue. I don't argue with people. That's not.
You just hate the show, but not the people.
Hey, I don't hate the show. Don't you say that, D Savage. I don't hate the show. Okay? I don't hate it. I just did not like it. Just because you didn't like something doesn't mean you hate it. All right. I don't like eating my vegetables. I don't hate them. I do eat them. I do eat my vegetables, but I don't.
You're making it known.
Yeah. So don't you do that to me. But yeah, I think it's fair to say that none of us liked it. And D Savage, I want to thank you for expressing yourself. You better jump in that Discord, okay? I better see you in there.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
You take care of yourself.
All right, you too, man.
All right. Take care of yourself.
All right.
Right.
All right, you two, if you are watching, I want you to jump in the Discord as well. That's where we continue the conversation. One thing I want to do before we'll probably open up the lines before we wrap up the live stream. But one thing I want to do, that noise is gone. I want to watch an interview. Speaking of interviews, I kind of want to watch an interview. Y'all want to watch an interview? Let's watch. Y'all want to watch an interview with Mindy Kaling and Charlie Grandy? This was like 4 weeks ago? From POC Culture. There was an interview. Hold on, let me see if I can bring this up. Okay, hold on.
Saves me.
Okay, I don't care what it saves you, sir. All right, so we're going to go to the reaction screen here. I want to watch this. What is pictured there? That's not what is on my screen right now. Okay, hold on here. I got to. Okay, all right. Skip ad. We're going to pause that. Hold on. I got to refresh something because it's not. Okay, hold on here. Webcam scene. Is that what I need to refresh? What do I need to refresh here? Reaction screen. Here it is. Deactivate and then activate. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So I want to watch this right here. This is an interview Mindy Kaling and Charlie Grandy did. And I want us to, because I doubt we'll ever get an interview. I doubt I'll get an interview with them after all this content I put out about the. Again, I don't hate them as people. I don't hate people. Jeez. What did I just do? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Superior. But I want us to kind of break down this interview that Mindy Kaling and Charlie Grandy did about just 4 weeks ago about the Velma series, and let's see if we can get some insight as to the direction that they took. Now that the series is over, let's see if we can get some insight from the people who created the series. All right, here we go.
Hi, this is Ron from POCculture.com. Mindy, Charlie, how are you?
Hey,
Good.
So excited to chat with you. This show is so weird and so bold, and I love it so much.
The show is so weird and so bold. It's a bold and weird show. I've never heard. That's a weird and bold way to describe a show.
But first, a question for you both on a personal level, and Mindy, I'll start with you. Who in your life would you call if you actually had to solve a real-life murder mystery?
Okay, we don't got time for that.
real life.
This is something called buttering up in the industry. You butter up the people that you're interviewing with a few softball questions or unrelated questions, tangentially related questions, just to kind of like loosen them up. That's what he's doing with this particular question. Because honestly, who cares? I don't care who you will call. Call Ghostbusters. I don't care.
Murder, and I needed to solve it.
Okay,
I mean,
hold on,
maybe this is based on.
Let's skip.
He couldn't find a murderer. He'd be terrible.
Okay.
Charlie, what about you? Who would you call in your life to be your partner?
Okay. Let's skip.
Within 5 minutes, be able to tell you exactly who their parents are, where they live, have they appeared in the news in any way.
Okay. Let's keep
Other
going.
people can't find online. So my wife.
Okay.
I love it.
My wife.
Notably, neither of the people you named are in the show. But going into this great show.
Glenn, Sam, never.
Okay.
No.
Let's get to it.
So, Mindy, I love how diverse this show is. You not only is Velma South Asian, of course, but you reimagined several members of Mystery Inc. to be diverse. What went into that decision, and did you have any trepidation on how it would be received?
I mean, no. First of all, so much of the credit is Charlie. Like Charlie was the person who's literally like he is such a fan of like Russell Peters, Ken Leung, Yvonne Orji, like all these amazing people are on the show. Obviously Sam and Constance, but he was such a fan and was like, should we ask them? And they said yeah. So Charlie is such a huge part of it. But for me, it just was like, it just felt like an animation is unlike these other shows that we work on. It's just, we just have to do the voices. So it felt like what a missed opportunity to not fill the cast with people of color. Also, Charlie and I have worked on so many shows with such different, like, Sex Lives of College Girls, never have.
I mean, I don't know. I'm curious why though. I think that's what we all want to know why. It's totally fine that you did. I don't think we're getting like the actual like reason as to why the direction. Like I obviously you can do whatever you want in animation, but hopefully let's see. Maybe she'll explain it. This isn't that long of an interview, but hopefully we'll get like an explanation as to why the direction. Just because Charlie was knows those people. I mean like I don't know. Let's see.
Have I ever? It's like we have now worked with we have such a great roster of actors that we've worked with. So it felt like this was just a great opportunity to make it look a little less traditional.
And I think it looks beautiful. It's so awesome. And Charlie,
okay. So there's no real reason as to why, other than just to diversify the cast, just because, which is totally fine. I'm more so curious about the direction of the overall show, not necessarily like why did you make it diverse. Diversity is cool. I mean, come on now, I love diversity. I'm a black man. Of course, I love diversity, but I'm more curious about the direction of the show.
you and Mindy have worked together, and everything you touch is gold. But this is a little bit.
This person, you are buttering them up again. Buttering up. This is what it's called, guys. Buttering up. That's what he's doing. Oh, everything you've worked on is made out of gold. I don't mean to do a voice. I'm just saying, shout out to the guy that's interviewing Charlie and Mindy. I mean, you don't need to. You got them there. You got them there. They are going to talk to you about the show. So don't feel compelled to just like, oh, everything you work on is made out of gold. Yes, if you cash that in at the bank, you might be able to get quite a few bucks if you cash in that gold that everything you touch is made out of. You don't need to just ease up on the compliments.
Different. Did you feel any anxiety about maybe a little bit of a risk dealing with reimagining such an iconic franchise?
This is a good question.
Absolutely. I mean, it was nice that Warner Brothers, from the moment we mentioned it to them, Warner Brothers Animation was on board and really for whatever we wanted to do. So that got scary because I was like, well, I can't blame them for anything. You know, people like, this is exactly how we wanted to do it. But yeah, it can be, you know, we're fans of the show. This really grew out of a love of Scooby-Doo, and you want
Really? Did it? Really?
it to have that aspect of it that is a love letter to the fans, that respects the original and all the continuing versions. I just watched Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, and it's fantastic. And I love that both these shows can exist in the Scooby-verse. And so you want the Scooby fans to think that too. And
Well, let me tell you, Charlie, what the Scooby-Doo fans think. I mean, do I need to go to Rotten Tomato? I'm just saying. Dude, Scooby-Doo fans, we've got some choice words for this entire series. Yeah.
so that, yes, that I've had some anxiety about. But you let that guide your writing. You know, really, each time, each joke, each character, though we've updated them in some way, changed them in some ways, you really try to be respectful to the original and not veer too far from.
Be respectful. Okay, I'm gonna go to the tight shot because I want to show y'all the respect that he's talking about real quick. He just said be respectful to the characters. Let me show y'all something real quick because I want y'all to let me know. With him saying, he wants to be respectful to the characters, to the original characters. I want y'all to just let me know if you consider this respect. Hold on here. Let me just pull this up. I got this right here. Let me see. I want y'all to tell me if what I'm about to show you is respecting the previous characters that have come before. Y'all let me know here. Hold on. I just opened this up in Photoshop. Y'all let me know. Would you consider this respect? Y'all tell me. I need to zoom in a little bit. I need to zoom in here. Is this respecting the original characters at all? Y'all tell me. Just tell me in the chat, y'all, because he said it. Charlie said want to be respectful to the the previous characters. This is Fred, and this was just, I believe, episode. This is either episode 1 or 2. I forget which one. The first 2 episodes, right out the gate. We find out like Fred is just painted as a villain. He's painted as like a ditz. He's very ditzy character, and then he's presented as what we're currently seeing on the screen, which obviously I don't need to point out who that's supposed to be representing to you all. But I don't know how much respect that is to the original characters. I don't know. But you know what? Let's get back into it and see what else they have to say.
From the original.
I definitely think this is a reimagining done right. What's the one thing you want?
Stop. A reimagining done right? Okay, let's just keep going.
Want Scooby-Doo fans to know about the show?
Ooh.
Honestly, I think that we really revere the characters from the original, and we think, we've really used a lot of their most, the pillars of their personalities and just tried to explore that in a super, respectful and affectionate way. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know one of the pillars of Fred's character was just being white. The pillars of their character. I didn't see any of the pillars of Fred's character really on display outside of what he aesthetics. Like he had the ascot, he had the white sweater, the blue jeans, the blonde hair. I didn't see any, and he was white. There was no really, none of the pillars that pretty much make Fred who he is in the Mystery Inc. Was present. I didn't see him building any traps. Not even once did he ever say, "Let's split up, gang." There was nothing that made me think that you're really you've taken a look at the original character, Fred, and you're bringing certain elements of his personality into this particular series. I didn't see that. We definitely see it with Velma. Velma loves solving mysteries. This entire series was based on an overarching mystery. Even with Shaggy, I mean, I didn't see any characteristics, any pillars that we know of Shaggy. Towards the last episode, Black Shaggy, Norville, his father says, you should start smoking weed. I mean, again, that's not an actual pillar of the Shaggy character, because he never really smoked weed. It was just always, it was always thought of him being, a weed head. It was just something that we thought. A hippie. We always thought that about Shaggy, but it was never explicitly stated ever. I don't know. And the same thing with Daffy. I don't see any of the pillars that, you know what? Let's just continue. We only have a few more seconds of this video, and let's continue with what Mindy's saying about it.
Oh, we have so much love and admiration for Scooby, all of the Scooby-Doo fans, you know, because the show came out in like the late 60s, so it's just a testament to how popular these characters are. And so we really just feel honored to be part of it and excited for the fans to watch and to see how much, you know, we really tried to beautifully capture the spirit of the original.
I definitely think this was a home run. Congratulations to you both, and can't wait for future seasons.
It's not a home run. Let me calm down. This man said it's a home run. You know what? Let's see if we can I'm going to see if I can find another interview, but before I do, I really want to see what y'all are saying in the chat. I really want to see what y'all are saying, because I don't know, man. That was not it. Champ. Pest says, couldn't we at least get Fred to shoot someone? Is that what you're saying? That would have been the closest to one of his traps, to have him shoot somebody. In a respectful manner. This show may as well be bad fan fiction. That's what it seemed like. Yo, Amma reimagines. Oh, no. I'm not reading that at all. The eye bags of a man who has... Yo, you making fun of Charlie? Leave him alone. Jesus Christ. What are those? Why are y'all making fun of my guy? They're making fun of... Wow, y'all are terrible. The Truth Caboose says Shaggy should be smoking weed in the adult version, maybe just not be black solely for the sake of being black. Yeah, that flat out yeah, they lied to us. There wasn't a doubt in their minds when they made this. I just honestly, I don't know. We got 91 likes, by the way. Let's see if we can get to 100, please. Let's see if we can hit 100 before. Just need nine more likes, and then we'll be at our quota for this video. Let me see. I want to see if I can find another. There's got to be another interview, right? Let me see. Mindy, Kaling, Velma interview. I mean, there's got to be something else out there, right? There's got to be. Because I don't know. I don't know about that one, champ. I don't know. And Constance Wu and Charlie Grandy talk HBO Max. Okay, here's another one. This one's from Popverse. I don't know if it'll be any better, but let's click on it. Let's see. Okay, you play your ad. Play your ad. Okay. Play your ad before I bring this up on screen. Okay, here we go. Here's another one.
How are you all today?
Really great. Thanks for having
All
us.
right.
Yeah.
Now, we just came from your panel where you were able to finally share the pilot with audiences. How is it to, after so many years, to be finally showing this to everyone?
I mean, it's really exciting and terrifying. Charlie wrote such an amazing script, and we've worked so hard. I haven't seen Constance in person in years, so this is romantic, actually.
Aw.
To be reunited. So yeah, that's exciting, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've never worked on anything for so long, and finally, premiered it for people. It's very nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. It's nice to have all that work finally pay off and not just kind of be sent off into a void, which is how it's felt for the past 2 years.
I mean, I've also never been to a Comic-Con, so
Okay, can we get to the real? Let's get to the real stuff.
That new world you're creating.
I want to get to the real questions here.
How has it been adapting that world and for you all now to be a part of that new world you're creating?
Okay.
Adapting, it's been a blast. I mean, what really drew me to this material was just wondering how did these people that we love, these characters who are so different become friends. And there was that, and then what I loved about the original Scooby-Doo was the mix of horror and humor. And so it was like, okay, how can I create a version of Scooby-Doo, like, or just of that gang that is funny and scary in a way that I would appreciate and adults might appreciate?
Yeah, I just love horror, and I think right now our appetite for teen horror things is so high. And it felt like here's a gang that was already assembled. At its, at its center is this young girl who's like so brilliant and sort of not traditional looking for a lot of other cartoons. And I was like, let's make her the front and center, like mystery solver in all this. And then let's find out more about everyone's backstories. Felt really fun.
Oh,
And
boy.
what's it like been able to reimagine Vilma's identity and finally creating a story with classic characters for people who want to see someone like them?
Well, honestly, we wouldn't be doing this if in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s there was more cartoons that really represented us. We wouldn't feel the need. But there's our beloved characters, and as I've said, like, the characters are not defined by their whiteness. And so we thought...
They're not defined by their race. How about that? Just they're not defined by their race. It's just, no need to specify which race. These characters are not defined by their race. That's what I would have said. You don't need to specify.
It felt like there is time and an inclination and an appetite for people to see them reimagined.
And something very exciting that you also mentioned during the panel was a lot of the show was done over Zoom or Skype, or you were not really together when you created this. Did having that remote component allow you to...
I don't care about that question.
Yes, like, I think I was...
Running from, which was great.
And you've all talked about the characters as they were and how you related to them back
Here we go.
then. But with this new reimagining and their new identities, would you say that's still the case, or do you identify with someone different now?
Oh, I mean, I really identify with most of the female characters on this. I mean, I love teenage female characters and what they're going through, and I think we give Daphne, who, I think we were always starving for more for her character from the original series. We give her especially such an interesting backstory. So, I don't know. I really like complex female characters, and everyone fall asleep with me. It's like the 100th time that I've said that. But I do like complex female characters, and that's certainly in this show.
That's definitely Daphne for sure.
I saw a great interview with Olivia Colman where, like, the journalist was like, so you play a complex woman. And she goes, or, normal. Which, but that's the thing. We like seeing complex women because we know that's how women are.
Yes.
They're multifaceted. They're not
Absolutely.
just, the archetypes that we assign to them.
Uh-huh.
And so I love seeing complex women on screen because I think that it's a more accurate representation.
Okay, let's get to another question here.
Yeah, I second that. I mean, it really is. There are a lot of spoilers. It's a very serialized...
Wait a minute. What was it? Did I miss a question? Hold on here.
Is there anything you can tease from the upcoming season?
It sucks. It's gonna suck.
Lots of murder.
I'm
It's
sorry.
It's an adult show.
Look, shout out to Mindy, Charlie, Constance, Sam, Richardson, the writers, the animators. I didn't mean to say that. I'm not that type of guy. It does not suck. It's a great show that was created for an audience.
Lots of murder, and there's really hard jokes.
Yeah, I second that. I mean, it really is. There are a lot of spoilers. It's a very serialized mystery. And so, yeah, to really say any more. And all the characters have discoveries about themselves that they're making. So there are a lot of personal mysteries as well that we're going to uncover. So, yeah, you got to stay tuned. You got to watch it because we really can't say more than that.
We did. We watched
And
it.
finally, here at the Poppers, we like to celebrate the best of movies, TV, and comics.
What is she about
What
to
is
say?
something you are geeking out about right now that you're not working on?
Okay, I don't know if I want to hear this.
Oh,
Do I
wow.
care?
Um,
I don't think I care. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we didn't get any more insight as to, the direction, as to why they took the particular direction that they took for the show, unfortunately, which I totally get it. I feel like a lot of these particular interviews are done just for publicity's sake. It's not necessarily done to like really ask the hard-hitting questions. Now, a lot of y'all probably know. I don't know actually if a lot of y'all know. Like I work at IGN. I'm a host for IGN, and so I interview celebrities regularly. And because like IGN, we're enthusiast media. We try to like assign the people that really know what it is that they're talking about, that are excited to talk about the things that we assign them to. So if it's a particular Marvel movie that I'm a huge fan of, I'm going to go to that particular press junket, and talk to the celebrities, talk to the directors, the producers, and whatnot, all of that stuff. So we try to send the right people who know all about the stuff that we're going to be covering, because we know that they're going to like dig deep and ask not surface level questions. And I don't know, some of these other outlets, I don't know, at least the ones that I just showed, they were very superficial, surface level questions that they were asking. So it wasn't anything that was like hard hitting. Obviously, I'm not saying ask questions that, like I don't want to, like I'm not saying like questions that might like be, what's the word I'm looking for? Not offensive, because it's not offensive, or questions that might seem antagonistic. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not saying ask those types of questions, but questions like, like especially now that we've actually seen the series. Now that we've seen it, I have so many questions I would love to ask Charlie and Mindy. Like, what was the antithesis for the direction that they took for Black Shaggy, Norville Rogers, and will we ever see the Shaggy that we know today? I say today as in like yesteryear, like Shaggy that's a little bit more of a slacker. We understand the reason. I would ask the question, like, we understand the reasoning behind not having Scooby-Doo in the show, but is there ever a possibility, if this was to proceed to a second season or more seasons, is there a possibility that we might see some sort of four-legged creature owned by Norville? Like, is that a possibility as the show progresses? Like there are questions that I would be asking that I feel like the fans would want to know the answers to. Not all these cookie cutter questions about like, so what is it like, flipping the script and having like, come on, ask real questions, but I get it, man. I get why they took the particular direction that they took. I'd love to, this is from the Truth Caboose, I'd love to just see a movie on Shaggy and Scooby going through rehab after the gang split apart and they kept living in the van, but make it less depressing. Well, I already made that myself. Are you new here? I already made that. It's called Ghostland. It's a song. It's in song form. Everyone knows it. I made a song called Ghostland about the Mystery Inc. gang after they grew up and moved on with their lives. If y'all know it, sing along. Ghostland, you don't want to live that life. No, you don't, because it is filled with strife, yo. You know it. You know the song. And then there's a part 2 to that, too. Y'all know there's a part 2 to Ghostland. I know I wrote a song about it. So, but yeah. I'm very saddened by the fact that I did not enjoy Velma. I really wanted to, as a fan. I really wanted to enjoy it. All these interviews that I have here, they're interviews that were done. These were interviews that were done post-launch or pre-launch. I'm sorry, not post-launch. These were interviews that were done pre-launch. So we're not going to find anything of inherent value to us as people. Hold on here. Okay, we're not going to find anything that's anything of inherent value as I scroll through YouTube looking for like a solid interview. I'm looking right now. Yep. Nope. Not seeing anything. Nope. Not seeing anything that I can bring to the table that'll give us more insight into this. What's this one from? Character Media. This one's from 3 weeks ago. We'll watch one more, and then you know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to watch one more interview, and then we're going to move on from topics, from this particular topic. I feel like we've talked a lot and enough about Velma. I feel like Again, this is the celebration. This is the going away party that we are having for Velma, because we are finally free to watch something else come Thursdays on HBO Max. All right. Sorry, I'm looking at the commercials right now. I found this is another interview from Character Media. Let's see this one. This is from Character Media. Let's see. This was only 2 minutes long, so let's see what we have here. Hold on here. Let's skip to the. Oh, whoops.
Reflective of the cultural.
Hold on there.
The original Scooby-Doo was really reflective of the cultural landscape in the late 60s and 70s, and we wanted to do something that reflected our modern times.
Yeah, character spotlight. Okay, get to it.
Charlie Grandy, showrunner.
Scary with a really good mystery. I think we are used to now seeing stories with like young protagonists, like in really heightened, stakesy situations, and we wanted to put Velma in those situations and that were really scary and have her triumph and struggle. That's why it's an adult show, because we wanted the crimes to be scary and have there to be really danger.
This show really began as a love letter to all of Scooby-Doo and our own personal connections to it. So as fans of the show, we tried to create a show that fans would also really like, and really focusing on updating the comedy and the horror for adults who've grown up with the franchise.
We're so lucky to have such an amazing voice cast on the show, and I think the original Scooby-Doo was really reflective of the cultural landscape in the late 60s and 70s, and we wanted to do something that reflected our modern times.
When you're casting, you put together a dream list of people that you...
I'm just going to say this right now before we continue. This is just a fluff piece. This isn't really giving us any information. It's just a fluff piece for the series. And I don't know if you see, again, shout out to everyone in the media that covered this, because I don't even recall when they were doing the whole media circuit. But shout out to everyone that participated. But from what I'm seeing, it seems like it's a lot of very small media outlets that I've never heard of, like Popverse, Culture. What is this called? Character Media. Like, I've never heard of some of these outlets. Pop Culture, POC Culture, or something. The other one, the first one that I aired, I don't know. I've never heard of some of these people, so I don't know. Like the big ones, like I'm not seeing any big ones, on here. Like, I'm not seeing the Varieties, the Hollywood Reporters, the IGNs, us. I don't see any of this. But let's continue this. But again, this is a fluff piece, so we're not going to get any valuable information. Nothing's going to be gleaned from this, really.
Want. And we actually got the people that we wanted. Everyone seemed really excited, and that's been not just with the main four, it just all the way down the line. And
I get to work with actors that I've been dreaming of working with. I mean, Charlie had such a great notion for casting like Yvonne Orji, who I absolutely love as a performer, and for coming into Cure, Fortune Feimster, who we worked with on the Mindy project, Ming-Na Wen, just like a really great group of comedians, and it was just awesome that people who are so busy but made the time to do this.
And it also feels like we're in such a golden era of teen dramas, and they just keep coming, and they keep finding new ways to breathe life into this format, and it was really exciting to try and be a part of that.
I hope fans loved the show, and Charlie and I and everyone who works in the show is such a fan of Velma Dinkley. And we hope that they enjoy a story that's centered on her adventures.
Oh man, well, I have some bad news for you. This is me from the future, having watched all 10 episodes. Mindy, I'm afraid to tell. Hold on here. Let me put on the voice here. Well, this is me from the future, Mindy Kaling. Unfortunately, the people did not like the show. We did not like it, no, sorry. Like you tried, man, but you failed. Like, yeah, we didn't like it, unfortunately. I know you hope that Scooby-Doo fans liked it, but we didn't like it, man. We're smoking on that Velma pack. We're smoking on that Velma pack, y'all. Y'all already know. We smoking on that Velma pack. It's getting hot up in here. But yeah, no, we didn't like it. It's unfortunate because, like I said earlier, like I really wanted to like it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all wanted to like it as well. Let's see. We have Jordan Farrell Animation saying, one Scooby fan channel who does interviews with cast and crew of a lot of Scooby stuff said they had a hard time getting interviews with anyone involved on Velma due to them refusing. Oh my goodness. You know what? That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, that's right, man. We're hotboxing. Yeah, man, that is freaking crazy. And honestly, I'm not surprised. I guarantee you they were very selective with who they wanted to do interviews with. And they were probably wanting to do interviews with media outlets that probably weren't too familiar with the property. Because if they did it with IGN, I mean, like, dude, I'm the biggest Scooby-Doo fan there. Like, I mean, come on now, like, y'all already know. Like, y'all already know I would have been associated with that. But man, that is crazy. You know what? What were DD Sykes, Mark from Speed Buggy, Anita from the New Shmoo, and the Chan Clan. Hanna-Barbera used the same concept with diversity. They had no excuses for this. That's so true. You know what? I can't wait. So I'm going to say this right now to the people that are watching. We got 39 people here. I do believe we hit. Did we hit 100? I can't really see it. I can't really see it. It just says 1. Oh, I think we got 102 likes. Keep those likes going, y'all. I know we got some new people coming up in here. Let's see if we can get to 110. See if we can get to 110 likes on this video. Anyways, and I'll keep it going. I'll keep this going. We're currently at 1 hour and 21 minutes. We'll keep this conversation going. Here's the thing. Like, I have a video plan talking about which will explore what the Velma series could have done right, how they could have fixed what was impending hate coming towards the show. Gonna be working on that video. It's gonna be more of a video essay that I want to work on. And after that video, after I work on that video and put that video out, I am done. I am done with talking about Velma. And when I actually do that particular video, hold on here. When I do that video, I'm going to be standing right over there in the middle. I'm going to be standing right over there presenting it. I might have a fake beard. I got some stuff planned for this one. Last video essay I do on this damn series. I'm done. After I talk about it, I am freaking done. Let's not talk about Velma after this. Next week, we're going to be talking about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and some other stuff that we have to talk about. But you know what? I think that's good. I think we talked enough about Velma. I think Telltale Games could easily make a good Scooby-Doo game. That would be amazing. I would love that. Speaking of which, before we move on to our next topic, y'all, our next topic is going to be, we're going to talk about the Toy Story 5 movie. It's going to be a thing. I can't believe that's going to be a thing. It's going to happen. But before we do that, I want to talk to the few people that are here. Again, shout out to everyone that's here. 34 people that are currently watching. Let's get to 120 likes before we wrap this up. I'm going to jump on a couple of more topics, and then we'll wrap up this live stream. Also, join the Discord, by the way. Discord link is in the description. We might keep the chat going on off air. Caesar says, "It's funny how you do the Winnie the Pooh voice." Well, of course. Why would I not do Winnie? Pause. I will never do Winnie. It's going to be so much fun, y'all. Trust me. We're going to have so much fun next week. It's going to be lit. Next week is going to be a break from what we're currently doing, but y'all are going to have so much fun next week. Trust me. Hopefully we get a lot of people in the chat next week. Concurrent viewers, it's kind of low, for the size of this channel, but it's okay. We'll build up with time as time progresses. But anyways, I want to talk about something with you all. I want to ask you this. How many of y'all are playing video games? Y'all play video games? I'm asking you this question because I'm curious to know what you're currently playing. What video games are you currently playing? And the reason I'm asking you this is because there's going to be something new that happens on this channel very, very soon. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to be going hard in the paint playing video games. Now, I know that's a drastic departure from what it is I currently do, but I want to let y'all know one thing that will remain a constant on this YouTube channel is me talking about animation. I will not stop talking about animation. Animation is going to be a constant thing that I talk about. We're going to do cartoon commentary videos. We're gonna do analysis of shows that happened yesteryear. We're going to do some lost media and animation conversations. We're going to be doing a lot of that. But there's one thing that I'm going to be doing a lot more of, and that's playing video games on this channel. But not just any video games, because, you know, anyone can just play video games. I'm leaving reality for a while. I'm working on a video for this, but y'all, if you're here in the live stream watching this, I'm letting you know this right now. I'm going to be leaving reality. I'm going to be leaving reality to take up arms in virtual reality. That's right. I'm going to be playing virtual reality 2 on PlayStation. I'm getting a PSVR 2. I'm going to get it. I'm getting a PSVR 2, and I'm going to be doing videos solely based in the VR world. It is time. Back in 2020, I decided to leave reality. I bought a mocap suit. I have a Quest 2. I spent hours upon hours in VR chat, and I now decided, you know what? Now is the time. Now in 2023, it's time to leave reality and join virtual reality. And we're going to be doing some. I'm gonna test it out here on the stream, not on the stream, but I'm going to be testing out virtual reality videos in future installments on this channel. Obviously, it's going to be. Hopefully, the people that are here, you come along with me, but it's going to be obviously content catering to a newer audience. But hopefully the people that are already here, you come with. Some of y'all have stayed through till, you know, us doing like the music content, and then we transition to just talking about cartoons, you know, more commentary content. And now we're gonna have that. We're still gonna do the cartoon commentary content along with some VR content. And I just hope y'all that are here, you stay with me. We just got like a drop off anyways. I know some of y'all like, man, we don't want to hear about this, man. I want you to talk about Velma. But anyways, I thought you were going to be a VTuber as a way to leave reality. Yes, I do have a model already designed. I already have a model designed. I have many models, but it's got to be a slow ease into the VR content, into the VTubing content. I can't just like hit y'all with it. I tried that already, and y'all didn't know what the hell was going on. So but that was on me. I didn't announce it anywhere. So I have a roadmap now. I have a roadmap for the type of content that I want to start producing on this channel. If you are one of the OGs here, beginning of the year, January 1st, 2023, we dropped the last music video you will ever see about Ed, and Eddie on this channel. It was animated. A lot of hard work was put into that. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears were put into that video. So we dropped that January 1st, 2023. It's probably the last and final song you will receive. Maybe not. But that is definitely the last Ed, and Eddie song I will ever do. We're moving on to other content that has a not such a high bar of production. Because I don't have a Patreon. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have enough members joining my membership, you know, for me to like outsource this content. The most of the money that I make goes back into the content that I create, and it costs a lot to find a producer, have them work on a beat, have you know a sound engineer. It costs a lot of money to make these damn songs, and then have an illustrator. All the money that I put into the songs that I made, it's whew. I don't have a Patreon. I don't I don't get paid. I pay for the stuff that I create. Like, I don't have enough memberships. I'm not Meat Canyon. You know, I don't have that type of backing where I can like make an entire team, make the content here. So we're gonna pivot the content that isn't making me broke. So it's not slowly draining my pockets because the views aren't there anymore. So we're pivoting, and we're gonna do more content that I'm excited about, content that I can produce on a weekly basis, and hopefully y'all stay along for the ride. All right, so let's see here. So now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, y'all. I want us to talk about Toy Story 5. This is a thing. This is actually a thing, y'all. They're working on a Toy Story 5. I don't know if y'all heard about this. So I saw this article pop up on my feed. This is from CBR.com. So apparently, Tim Allen, the voice of Buzz Lightyear to the rescue, he confirmed that they are in fact working on a Toy Story 5. So in this article, so it reads, Toy Story star Tim Allen just confirmed that Buzz Lightyear and Woody will return in the franchise's upcoming 5th installment. Now this is weird because I watched Toy Story 4, the way that ended. I can't believe that there's going to be a 5th one. Anyways, let's continue this. Allen, who voices Buzz, broke the news on Twitter, and this is what he said. Let's go down to his Twitter account. This is what he said. This is him right here. Get this ad. Look at all these ads. What are you doing? Anyways, this is what he said. See you soon, Woody. See you soon, Woody. You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. And off we go to a number 5, to infinity and beyond. Now, I got to clap it up for that because I'm excited for Pixar to be working on a sequel to Toy Story 4, but it makes you think, what more is there to say? What more could you possibly say about these toys? I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm gonna cut to this camera. I don't know if y'all remember this, but if you remember Toy Story 4, all right, this is the way it ends. And because I wanted to make sure I got this verbatim. So this is from Wikipedia. I got this. The Toy Story 4 ending. This is how it ends. Woody and Bo Peep decide they must leave each other again, but Buzz convinces Woody that Bonnie is okay without him and that he is free to stay with Bo. Now, Woody gives his badge to Jessie and becomes a lost toy, along with Bo, her sheep, McDimples, Kaboom, Bunny, and Ducky. Now, his longtime friends share an emotional goodbye with him and leave with Bonnie. Now, the Lost Toys then dedicate themselves to traveling with the carnival and helping prize toys find new owners. So now after that, what's going on? What more is there to tell? They went their separate ways. They had a friend in him. Yes. They had a friend in him. And then you got the friend out of him, and then you decided to move on with said friend that you got out of him. What more is there to tell? What? Do we really need a 5th installment? What is this going to be? Toy Story 5, 2 story? You know, like Too Fast, Too Furious. You see what I did there? Well, Toy Story 5, Tokyo Drift? What is going on? I just want to know what more is there to say about Buzz and Woody without Andy. Like, what's going to happen here? Are they going to find themselves back to Andy's house? What? He's going to be like a grown-ass man, married, wondering, this toy is a stalker. How did this toy find me? I'm a grown-ass man. I'm in my 30s, and this freaking toy found me somehow. I am going to throw it away again, and if it finds me, I'm going to take it to some woman to get there's clearly like a demon inside of this damn Woody. I'm pretending like I'm holding a Woody, by the way. Anyways, I don't know what more they could possibly say about Toy Story that we need to have a 5th movie. Anyways, what I want to do, let me continue reading this particular article here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, all right. Let's see. Allen's tweet arrives hot on the heels of an announcement by Disney CEO Bob Iger that confirmed that the studio was currently developing sequels for several of its biggest animated franchises. Aside from Toy Story, other properties to land new entries include Frozen. Okay, that's another one they need to just let go. Let it go. They're never going to let that one go because it made them billions of dollars. And Zootopia. Finally, we're getting a sequel to Zootopia. Please do not tell 4chan or Rule 34. Anyways, Iger didn't mention whether Toy Story 5 would serve as a direct continuation of the previous 4 films' narrative or whether it will chronicle the exploits of a new group of characters. Allen's tweet indicates the latter to be the case, however. Wait a minute. Hold on here. Hold on here. His tweet indicates that it might be the latter, so that it might be new group of characters, but with Buzz and Woody. See you soon, Woody. You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. And off we go to a number 5, to infinity and beyond. How does that? I don't know what that. Okay, with this particular tweet, this definitely means that we will see Woody and Buzz for sure. We're gonna see Woody and Buzz. Are they reuniting? Because this is the thing with this particular world that they live in. There's numerous Buzzes and there's numerous Woodies. Although Woody is like he's a rare toy from yesteryear, but I'm pretty sure there's another collector out there that has a Woody. So I'm kind of curious. I am curious the direction that they're going to take with this particular sequel, because again, like if you watch 1 through 4, you kind of start to think like there's nothing more to say here in this story. The toys have spoken. We've seen the story of the toys. Do we need to see anything more from these particular toys? I don't know. That's just me. I think we should be just done with what we have to say about Woody and Buzz and all the other toys. Now, this is going to be a spinoff, which this isn't a spinoff. This is apparently, Tim Allen said it. He's returning. I'm kind of curious to know what y'all think about this, though. Do you want another Toy Story? Are you excited for Toy Story 5? Are we excited for it? Let's see. If they expose them being alive to Andy, it would be so crazy. Yes, that's one way. They did it to what's his name? They did it to Sid. They exposed Sid. That's what I want to know. I want to know, where is Sid after Sid got traumatized seeing these toys come to life? He was traumatized. Sid, we need to know, where is Sid as an adult? That man is probably in an insane asylum thinking every inanimate object can move. He saw things that shouldn't even freaking move. Sid became a garbage man. Is there proof of this? Don't you lie to me. I don't like people lying to me. You know, don't. Sid the Garbage Man, Toy Story. Don't say this to me. Let's see. Where is Sid the Garbage Man? This is some weird fan theory? Is that what this is? This is a freaking fan theory? Or is that actually him? Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. So you saying that this is Sid? Because he got the. So you mean to tell me? Okay. So are we only saying that this is Sid because of the skull on his shirt? So you mean to tell me you think, or we think, that this grown ass man who we think is Sid, we think he can afford a new shirt? We think he can only okay, hold on. Let me just read this. Let's read this article. A Toy Story 3 Easter egg reveals what happened to Sid after Toy Story. The third entry in Pixar's beloved animated franchise brought Woody and Buzz Lightyear back for a very different type of adventure. Shout out to Screen Rant for this one. Toy Story 3 revolves around Andy. Okay, whatever. Let's get to Sid here. All right, here we go. While most of the movie is about Woody and Buzz's rivalry, the real threat facing them and other toys is Sid, the disturbing kid next door who likes to Frankenstein toys together. I used to do that too as a kid. I wasn't as brutal as he is. Sid's story concluded in Toy Story after Woody and the other toys freaked him the fuck out, which scared the toy bully badly. Toy Story 2 doesn't make any mention of Sid or what happened to him after the frightening moment, but a Toy Story 3 Easter egg solved the puzzle. There's a puzzle. The movie included a quick cameo from Sid that some might not have noticed. Now, when Woody thinks that Andy's mom has thrown his fellow toys away, he races towards the trash to save them before the garbage truck comes. Now, it is during this sequence that the garbage man can briefly be seen and spotting a black shirt with a white skull on it underneath his work attire. This garbage man is Toy Story's Sid several years later and still wearing that same freaking shirt. How could he fit the same damn shirt? Okay, this presents only a fraction of Sid's life, but is better than nothing. So he became a garbage man. He seems to be very happy. He's listening to music and collecting other people's trash. It also somewhat makes sense that Sid would enjoy something like this, as he showed a habit of destroying things as a child. What do you mean? Does it mean he enjoys picking up freaking garbage? Now he's getting paid to pick up items throughout the city and crush them with the garbage truck. There are also other details about Sid's life that can be gleaned through his Toy Story 3 cameo. Sid is a garbage man in the same neighborhood he grew up in. It stands to reason that he never moved out of the city. Nope. Now, it is even possible he still lives with his family and remains neighbors with Andy in Toy Story 3 all these years later. Now, he could have had skipped college or be attending a local school, or, man, y'all really got it bad for Sid, man. Y'all not giving him any like, come on now, man. Like, give him the benefit of the doubt here. Even though Toy Story 3 doesn't reveal much about Sid's life, it's great to get this little Easter egg. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say all that about Sid, man. I don't know. I would like to think he grew up and became a well-adjusted adult. You know, I don't know. I don't know why y'all saying that about my man Sid. Damn, y'all got it bad for Sid, man. Anyways, I'm looking forward to Toy Story 5. I just honestly, like I said earlier, I don't know what direction they could possibly take with this entire story. Yeah, Andy did move in like the first movie. Yeah, he moved. Yeah, Pixar likes to have their Easter eggs. Yes, they do. Now they got to redo that if it's true. I want to know more about Sid. Sid still got that square jawline. Yes, he does. Sid was a scary-looking kid, man. He looked frightening. I remember watching it. I was so scared of that kid. Also, the fact that these toys could come to life, and he's doing this to them. Woody is the only toy I didn't see any other Woody that in any other movie besides Buzz Lightyear. I mean, that's not to say that there's not a collector out there that has another Woody. I mean, I don't think he was the only one. I think he was just a very rare action figure. Woody was. But yeah, that's. I wanted to talk about that. I love to know your thoughts about Toy Story 5. If you're looking forward to it, let me know in the chat. That would be incredibly inconvenient if he became neighbors with Andy again. Yes, it would be. Right. So we are almost at the 2 hour mark. We got 108 likes. Like I said, I want to get to 120, but we may not get there. Let's see if we can get to 115 likes on this video at least. And I will keep this up. I want to keep this video up, y'all. I want to keep this live stream up. I want to talk about one last thing, though. And yes, this is indeed Scooby-Doo related, okay? This last topic that I want to talk about here. This is a theory. Hold on here. This is a theory that someone came up with about Fred. Someone on Reddit decided to compare Fred Jones to Kevin McAllister. Now, if you're not familiar with Kevin McAllister, that's the Macaulay Culkin character from the Home Alone movies. Now, one thing that they both have in common, Fred Jones likes to build traps, elaborate traps, to catch monsters and villains. And Kevin McAllister likes to build traps to catch villains as well, to keep them out of his house while he's home alone. Now, this person here decided to put this on the internet. And I thought it's an interesting fan theory. And I kind of just wanted to explore it with y'all to see if you think this holds any weight. I could give you my thoughts right now, but let's read through it first and let's see if it holds any weight with you all. Honestly, this isn't already an accepted theory, to be honest. The most obvious piece of evidence is that they both share a talent of making incredibly complicated booby traps out of household objects in order to capture criminals. And before anyone starts saying, that's Kevin's traps or crueler than Fred's, Fred uses his best friend's dog as live bait, even though the animal is clearly terrified. So I'd say he's just learned to make his sadism more subtle. Yes. Now, also, they don't look dissimilar. No, they don't. Significantly, both have blonde hair. That should give it away. Adult Macaulay Culkin even styles his a bit like Fred's. Now, Fred is implied to come from a well-off family. The McAllisters are clearly wealthy. Have you seen their house? Sheesh. Now, Fred's family is, let's face it, probably not the best. Fred is canonically 17 when he first starts traveling around with a bunch of other teenagers in the back of a van. Not only does this imply that he got the hell out of Dodge the moment he got a driver's license, but also that his family are kind of neglectful. You think? Yes, of course. Think about it. I want you to use your noodle and think about it. The gang run into police officers all the time when they are out in the road. If they were runaways or if there was any kind of search going on for them, they'd be caught in a week. Yes, a week. No. All the gang's parents or guardians, including Fred's, must have either given their permission for the trip or have just not cared enough to report in when their kids went missing. This could be true. Now, this shows an incredibly lack of concern for their safety and well-being, especially as we virtually never hear about them calling or writing home while on the road. Now, what kind of parents would do such a thing? Possibly the same kind of parents who would leave their kid home alone on Christmas twice. Now, it's worth noting that there are numerous episodes of Scooby-Doo in various series set on or around Christmas, and none of them feature the gang going home for holidays. Now, Fred is significantly the only human member of the gang not to have some form of terror-related catchphrase that he screams every single time he sees a monster. Why? Because he's desensitized, of course. Facing up against the wet bandits at such an early age means that he's less easily scared than the rest of the gang. Instead, his catchphrase is infamous line, "Right, gang, let's split up and look for clues." Wrong voice for that one, but who cares? It's such a stupid plan that the show itself has lampshaded it on multiple occasions, usually via Scooby and Shaggy complaining that they always get sent off together to explore the objectively creepiest location. But under their theory, this theory, it makes sense. I am making sense with my theory. Now, of course, Fred wants to split up the gang. Early experiences has taught him that he's better off at facing criminals by himself. The concept of safety in numbers has not often taught him. Why is it still going? Jesus, this is so much. All right, let's just skip to the short part. In short, Fred Jones is actually a grown-up Kevin McAllister, making use of the skills he learned as a boy to travel the country with his bestest of friends, staying as far away as possible from the family who left him behind. At least it makes more sense than him growing up to be Jigsaw. Would you rather him grow up to be Jigsaw, a sadist who loves to kill people with traps? Or would you rather him save people? I don't know. This is a weird fan theory, man. Let's see what the people have to say. This person, Icy Actuator, said, "I like this theory, and it makes sense. Only problem is that Fred was born way before Kevin McAllister." And then Ink Thinker, is that the OP? Who's Ink Thinker? Okay, this is not Ink Thinker. Ink Thinker says, "It depends, man, on your iteration of Scooby-Doo. I think at least a few of the earlier 2000s films would line Freddy up with being around 10 years old in 1990. Okay. And then we got the agitated error, what a name, saying, I mean, maybe he could be all three. He could be Kevin as a kid, them Fred, but maybe something happens, aka all his friends die by something and he is left alone. Yeah, so he becomes insane and becomes Jigsaw to punish bad people. Look, all three are punishing bad people, but Jigsaw is on another level. He's killing the bad people because of the lack of friends, perhaps. Okay, let me read the rest of this. This is ridiculous. I can't believe this. These fan theories are ridiculous. And also, Fred never been alone. For some reason, Fred always stays with Velma and Daphne. Might be some reasons. He definitely a player. He a player, dog. But to be Fred has Daphne. I always thought Velma and Shaggy would be a good couple. All right, you got 3 upvotes for that one. Okay. And Skylar says, I second this. Yes, I second this here. Y'all can't even see. Is it the damn thing not moving? I'm reading all this crap. Y'all can't even. Freaking ridiculous. Sorry, guys. I didn't know this damn thing died on me. I'm reading all this crap. Y'all can't even see it. Activate. Come on. What are you doing? Deactivate. Now activate. Wow. Okay. I was just reading all of that and y'all couldn't even see it. And now that it's not activating. It's not. The activation has left the building. Wow, that's very upsetting. I am very upset right now. Let me see if I can fix this here. What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? There we go. What the hell is wrong with you? Wow. I'm reading all of that and you didn't even. I was just reading all of that. Y'all probably think I'm insane. I was just reading all of. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna continue though. We're gonna continue, and then I'll wrap this up. Let me see what y'all were saying though. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know the damn thing wasn't moving. I didn't. That wasn't my head canon. I was reading it, and y'all couldn't even see it. Apologies. I prefer Jigsaw Fred. More interesting. Okay, let me go back to this. Hold on here. Hold on here. Did it just freeze again? I think it just went freeze. Okay, can y'all see this? Yeah, it froze again. What is wrong with this damn thing? I think it's given up. It's given up on me. My reaction screen has given up on me. Again, I will fix this come the next show. Anyways, I'm reading stuff. I was reading stuff. You know, screw it. All right, this is ruining everything. Screw it. All right, let me just summarize what I'm reading since the stupid thing wants to act stupid. Technology freaking sucks. Anyways, so yes, so there are people saying that, you know, they like the theory. They think it's a good theory. This person right here, OK Average, says, to me, he is also Jigsaw too. Just like Cruella is part 1, Working Girl is part 2, and Devil Wears Prada is the trilogy of Miranda Presley. The Dalmatians movies are pre-devil, post-cruelty. Working Girl is an extended version of her working in the fashion house in Cruella. These theories, y'all are insane. Y'all are thinking way too much about this stuff. Okay. Well, so I'm curious. What do y'all think about that theory? I think it's ridiculous. I think it's bananas. I feel like it's not steeped. It's not based in any sort of reality. It's not based in any facts. The Home Alone movies are not part of the Hanna-Barbera anything. It's not part of Warner Brothers. I don't think so. Let me just make sure. Home Alone. Let me see. This is, it's 20th Century Studios. Yeah. So, has nothing to do with WB. So, oh, crap. Hold on here. Let me just make sure. Who is behind this? Yeah, has nothing to do with anything related to Warner Brothers. This is 20th Century Fox. So, yes, this makes no sense at all. I don't think Home Alone, Kevin McAllister, is based on Fred Jones. First off, they have two different names. Secondly, Fred is from the 60s. This kid, he's from the 90s. So yeah, I don't see it. But again, I appreciate you putting forth the time and the effort to actually come up with that. That takes a lot of effort, you know. That takes a lot of effort. Anyways, let's read these comments. Let's see. Neverland says, shout out to Neverland. Thank you for joining. Neverland says, people would come up with the craziest theories that come to their minds. I mean, Reddit is a great place to kind of just put that out there too. Let's see. OG Velma is a sweetie. Velma is unlikable. Lamps Timbers, yes, Velma is unlikable. I like the theory that Johnny Bravo is the father of Johnny Test. But we know Johnny Test's dad. What are you talking about? That's a terrible theory. We know Johnny Test's dad. What are you talking about? Johnny Bravo is a virgin. He's a virgin. He's never. I'm sorry. I'm a bit of a virgin, so I don't know nothing about no women. I would never have a baby. He's also no, stop. Don't do that to my man Johnny, please. The man can barely talk to women. Press says it's because they have the same name, so they're related. What, Johnny Bravo, Johnny Test? That doesn't make any sense. Just because they have the same first name. So are they related to Johnny Quest as well? Is Johnny Quest, Johnny Test related? Johnny Quest, Johnny Test, and Johnny Bravo are all related. They are all related, apparently, based upon this random theory that we're currently coming up with off the top of our freaking heads. Dayton Chris says, and Chris has more of a backbone than Fred, and he also doesn't dress like a Führer, mein Führer. Come on, stop that, man. That's just in the Velma series, man. Damn, don't do that. I personally like the theory of Samurai Jack being the professor from Powerpuff Girls. Stop it. These are not real. These are not real. Jeez, these are not real, man. It's so funny though. It's funny that y'all know these theories, these fan theories. I don't know. I find the fan theories funny. It's good headcanon. It's good to kind of just like discuss it and to talk about it. You know, I think it is kind of fun to kind of just like go over these things. They may not be real, but it is fun. Yes, it is. Just like it's fun with me, like, you know, doing what I did with like all the animated, you know, music videos that I've made based on cartoon characters. So I guess it is kind of fun, kind of just like imagine. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Well, you know what? I think this was a good freaking show. I think this was good. Did y'all have a good time? Did y'all have a good time out there? I need to know. Did y'all have a good time? Like, did we have a good time, man? I had a really, really freaking great time talking to y'all about all the topics, man. Oh my goodness, I can keep going. I could honestly keep going because I'm excited. I feel like, you know, there's so much to talk about. But I feel like this is a good stopping point. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark, so maybe this is a good time to stop. I'll keep going if we get some donations, but I don't think we're going to get any donations in the next 4 minutes before we wrap up the show in 2 hours. But this was fun, though. This was definitely fun. Y'all already know the deal. You know, I go for 2 hours. If y'all want some bonus time, y'all let me know. I got the donate link pinned in the video. Other than that, shout out to everyone that joined us. Shout out to Charge Man Kenya saying, I love you too. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for being here. This was so much fun. Oh my God, we got to do it again. We will do this again, of course. Next week, we will definitely be back. Yeah, we're gonna be doing it all over again. Hopefully, y'all will join. I think you should join us next time because it's gonna be just as fun as this time. Shout out to everyone! Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next time. This has been fun. Velma's over. Remember, Velma's over. Yes, Velma's over. Remember, Velma's over. We made it. Velma's over. Remember, Velma's over. Yes, the show has been put in the ground, and I don't think it's coming back unless you think I'm a clown. I think it's time for that show to end. I'm so happy. We're never coming back unless it does. I'll slap my pappy. Like, man, I'm so upset, man. I was hoping that we would see that man, Peter Pan. Where was Ultra Instinct Shaggy, man? He never showed up in that show. That's a dame lame, man. Velma's over. Velma's over. Yeah, we did it, man. That show is in the ground and never coming back unless you think I'm a clown. Peace out. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.